Hey guys, Nate from Nate Gaming here today, and I've got another, yes, another Empire review on Victoria 2. Now this is probably like maybe my 8th or something like that. One of my 8th reviews for this game of my empires, and I have to say this goes alongside with my German Empire, and I reckon it's a lot better. I was first in this game, so that's how it goes along. And yeah, I got a lot of land, so let's just go into here. So I started this save like maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, 1 week and a half, and I went on holidays recently to Canberra, and I just finished it then because I brought my laptop, and all this land I got was pretty much done while I was away. So I'm actually recording this at 11:30 at night. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. But anyway, uh, progressing forward. So yeah, this is Italy, and as you can see, it's pretty big. Yeah, it's probably like my biggest empire. Actually, it was big. It is bigger than my German empire. So I'd call this probably my best empire yet. I might even have a crack at a third German empire. Now I've got some inspiration from this bit. That's a story for another time. Anyway, so I'll go through the continents. Um, Europe. Italy obviously controls most of it. I have puppeted Switzerland. I have completely destroyed Austria-Hungary and France and Spain somewhat. And I've just taken control of Europe basically. And also I've destroyed Germany. I got Bayern, Franken, and Sach, Sach, Sachsen. I don't know how. It's Saxon, but it's weird in English. And Schlesien, which is Silesia. And so yeah, Netherlands early in the game, nice flag. Annexed Belgium, and Belgium never really got its independence. Although Flanders was independent for quite some time, and I was considering about like annexing them so I can like cut off France. And at some point I was also gonna get Posen, but I thought it didn't really matter to me. But anyway, so yeah, Netherlands has this cool as flag. I think it's the bourgeois dictatorship. Sorry if I butcher that pronunciation. I don't really know. Bourgeois. I don't know. Far out. I'm not French. I speak German, kind of. I only know German. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Netherlands flag, which is the United Provinces flag, and France is actually a secondary power, which is all thanks to me. Then 23rd in prestige. That's actually sad. And these guys are fascist. They have fascist government, but they are HM government. Spain HM government, Her Majesty's government. They're yeah. Portugal is a proletarian dictatorship. Communist. What's the name? Communist government. Great Britain went through. It started as a workers' commonwealth because it took over, and like every time Britain changes hands in government type, they always go through many other changes. So this is probably like the third change. It went from communist to anarcho-liberal to Great Britain, a democracy. And while these revolts were happening, Ireland was released due to the rebels. They've actually made quite a good start. They're 12th at the end of the game. And it is January the 1st, and things are popping up because I did put it on 999. I changed the end date, so from now on, it won't have that annoying message. But anyway, don't mind all my troops down here. I just like literally 10 days before this ended, I finished a war with Spain, and I got Albania, and what's that, Aragon. Anyway, moving on. Germany, formed Germany. Actually, it was Prussia for quite a long time. I think it was like 1898 or something when Germany was formed, like halfway through a war, because I was allied with them before I got all this infamy fact, that's 436 infantry. Wow. And yeah, they were allied, and they just formed Germany, and that's how it happened. And they got Alsace-Lorraine and Vilkopolski, and Scandinavia formed quite early. They did become a great power, but they did drop. And at one point, Russia took over Nordridge and Norland, but they recovered it after the Soviet Union was formed, and I think it was formed in like 1920, sometime then. And that was when they were at war with China, who got this, the Priory of the Soviet Union, but I'll explain that later. And yeah, so the Soviet Union formed, and Scandinavia went to war with them and got southern Finland and their cause back, which is pretty good for Scandinavia. Anyway, Romania formed like 1880s or something. That's pretty rare seeing Romania actually just form out of the two countries. They were a satellite, and I was going to annex them. I was going to get this part and kind of get a border with Russia, but obviously the game ended in 1936. I'll probably continue this just out of my own amusement. I might record it depending how good I do, but yeah, that's and I did get Albania and Montenegro. However, I did not sphere them. I don't know why. I probably could have puppeted them, but I didn't really do that. I've also puppeted Greece, and oh yeah, told you I puppeted Switzerland. And yeah, Ottomans got pushed back by me, and they got Georgia off the Soviet Union, which is interesting. We'll move to Asia now. Persia, my faithful sphere member, and I don't know about Ally. They probably accept due to their infamy. They made a pretty good, what do you call it, empire. They had all these colonies early, which have oil, and yeah, they just kind of built their empire up, and they became civilized, and I sphered them and allied them, but they broke my lines due to my infamy once again. And Great Britain and Scandinavia took a piece of Najd and Hejaz, so there's no Arabian countries left. Things kind of stayed the same in India, although all these are no longer puppets due to UK changing governments, which is actually quite interesting. I love when it happens because it frees up so much stuff. And oh, France, France got this. It's very interesting. China actually got Dynam, which is interesting. Very interesting. China did pretty well, to be honest. They did the normal game, but normally China only annexes like a few. They only annex like these two, and then they don't really do anything else. But this China in this game went full out, got all out here, and even got this off the Soviet Union. And I'm thinking about doing a Chinese Let's Play soon. Maybe I'll do it next, but I really want to play as China. I wanted to, kind of like annex all my former sub-states, because yeah, it could be really powerful as China. But for some reason it did not get in a Mongolia. I would have just outright annexed Mongolia, but apparently not. Anyway, Korea did nothing, sphered by Japan. Japan was so like insignificant in the game, although they are a great power and they're third above China, but I didn't see them colonize anything, so I don't know how that's possible. Moving on to the Pacific, Spain got Brunei. Scandinavia, is that, no, oh, did not, that's interesting. Whose satellite, this is probably a satellite of the Netherlands, and it probably broke away, and then Japan, yeah, that's probably what happened. But I thought this was colonized by Scandinavia or something, I don't know. That's interesting. Anyway, Spain got Northern New Guinea. Australia, it's actually a secondary power, which is pretty good. New Zealand fascist. Yeah, New Zealand and Australia are free from the shackles of British rule. We'll move to South America now, and Brazil It's getting taken over by fascists and Jacobin rebels. And they are proletarian dictatorship. Argentina took some land from Bolivia. Chile hasn't even gotten lands from the Pacific War, which doesn't normally happen. Gran Colombia formed from Ecuador, and they are at war with them. No, they're at war with Colombia. But that's just really looks really gross. Border aesthetics is like my profession. Colombia got wrecked by Venezuela. I'm also I want to do a South American game again. I did Chile, but I want to do like something possibly USCA, because I want to get kind of like a Central American empire happening here to rival USA, of course. Anyway, Mexico gets wrecked as always. USA owns as always. And didn't see this before, but you guys actually a proletarian dictatorship as well. And yeah, Canada really did well in this game. They became a great power. Well, they're not really anymore, but they are a great power. And yeah, I reckon they really did well in this game. And probably could have defeated USA in a war. Had a few allies. Spain kept all these. No one gained independence, which is kind of weird. Okay, yeah, okay, Africa. Now, at the start of the game, I made a pledge I wouldn't even care about colonization, but I just love colonizing in Victoria too, so I just did the usual. I got Dongola, made a ton of ships, started colonizing inland, cut off this, cut off that, and I pwned. And I went with Zambia, I think it was, or probably South Angola. There was a crisis war, and I went toward Britain and like cut them down to size, got the colony, got a few other things, and it was really cool, really good. And yeah, that's kind of this turning point when I became first power, because then I was like 5th or 4th, just in front of Germany, and then that's when I started like sphering all these nations. My sphere of influence, as you can see, I pretty much own all of Africa. Morocco, Algeria is my puppet. I don't have it in my sphere though. Yeah, do have the Suez Canal, but yeah, we'll focus on here because it was around 1900s when I first started like getting all that infamy. I was like, you know what? I'm like, because I was pretty powerful at the time. I had a pretty good military. I think I was like 4th military, and everyone was weak after the Great War. I did not participate. I can't remember exactly why I didn't. I just didn't feel like I needed to join. And so I went at France. I got, I think there's a couple. I got Rhone and Languedoc, and that kind of set it up. And everyone got mad at me. They unallied me, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then Austria-Hungary, because I had all my cores already. Austria-Hungary declared war on me, so none of his. He was allied with Russia and Germany, but none of them joined because they feared the might of the Italian Empire, and also because it was a attacking war. And so I got, I think it was a Canton Steiermark, and I was about to say und for a second because I thought I was saying stuff in German. Anyway, and Croatia. And yeah, I kind of wrecked them, and then went to a few more wars because they were trying to get those cores back, and then eventually got Hungary and all that. Never got really mad at me, so I had about, after that I had about 20 containment wars. It was insane. USA declared war on me so much times. I could send troops over there, get Washington DC, and then I'd like humiliate them or white piece them. But the main reason I got all this land is because containment wars. Like France would declare war on me, I'd just go, thanks, take Aquitaine and Avignon, and like Bourgogne and Champagne and all that. And yeah, and Germany as well. That's how I got Bayern, Frank and all that. And that's pretty much what I did for the next 20 years of the game. I just kind of played as the #1 ruler of the world, which I deserve. because I reckon this is a great empire. I could have fixed up the border aesthetics in Africa, but you know what? If my name in the mainland is bigger, slightly bigger, is bigger than my name, well, it's pretty much the same size, it doesn't matter. If my name in Europe is the same in Africa, then I think I've done pretty well in both. So, I've looked through my production. I didn't even, like, as soon as something happened, my capitalist would just go and fund it, and it would instantly, like, fund. It was insane. Didn't really, yeah, at the early game I kind of cared about industry, but at the end of the game I just kind of put, capitalist. I just like, here, take all my money. And, yeah, the budget and all that, I had so much money that it didn't even matter. Technology, I got all the tech except for Navy techs. I never even care about Navy tech, it's so funny. I have universal elections, which was actually quite, everyone kept on voting for the parties I wanted them to vote, so it wasn't that much of a problem. Most populated cities aren't even, the 3 most populated cities aren't even like part of my nation proper, like Slovakia, Bohemian and Schlesien. Campania is like in Italy, so, and Venetia, but most of these are just other places that I've conquered. And so I have a total adult male population of 45 million, rounded up, and a total population of 179 million. So if you think of that, Australia's current population is around 24 million. So I've already, in I think 2013 or just 2015, so I've already got like nearly 20-fold of that, not 20-fold, nearly 15-fold or something like that. But anyway, moving on, yeah, so population, trade, no one cares. Diplomacy, so Italy, the great Italian Empire, was first. USA was second, Japan was third, China was fourth, Great Britain was fifth, Germany was 6th, Soviet Union was 7th, and Canada was 8th, although they are 9th. So the Netherlands is technically 8th, but anyway. Yeah. Military, it's after the infamies, I just didn't really care about my, like, hang on, let's look at some of these armies. Now, where are they? Oh, that's pretty bad. I have some armies with just all infantry. I know they're scattered somewhere. There's got to be one around here. Oh, that one's pretty bad. Alright, it just makes me cringe whenever I see, like... Oh, I can't even see them. The ones in Africa are pretty bad as well. Yeah, see, that's an entire army of infantry. That's so sad. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't really care about my military because it always beat them, and I'd get 50% war score in the first month because I just attacked them. But anyway, so that's military. Let's go and resign. And one last quick look at my empire. I love keeping my empires from Europe to Africa, but once it gets to Asia and you colonize Asian stuff, if you don't have any ports or anything like the Netherlands do and Britain do, then you won't be able to like kind of control that. And if someone else invades it, then that's just war score you're losing. That's besides the point. So here's all the points here, if you're interested. So Netherlands nearly took over the Soviet Union. And yeah, so there's France and Scandinavia and Austria. They nearly made it. So yeah, Ireland and Australia and even Persia made pretty good for themselves being released. Or not, Persia was released. But yeah, pretty good economy, pretty good military, pretty good industry, and pretty good prestige. In fact, I think I like, let's look at the ledger. Prestige. Yeah, look at that. I had 4 times the amount of prestige as the person below, which was Japan. It's insane. Anyway, ooh, geez, Krakow has pretty good prestige. Yeah, that's my provinces. That's a lot of provinces. I don't. actually surprised I didn't get 100% literacy, but that's probably because of my colonies. Anyway, this has probably been quite a long video. I apologize, but I just wanted to show you, like, big empires deserve big videos, right? So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. More will be coming in the future, and Kalo recently has made a video for one of his first Victoria 2 Empire review, so expect that coming soon. It's probably been uploaded by the time I upload this one, but anyway, hope you enjoy that. Or hope you enjoyed that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.